3D Studio Max and Character Studio. Welcome to the world of 3D Studio Max, an object-oriented world where your imagination rules, interactively and in real time. As you create objects and apply modifiers, Max responds instantly to every action and gives you the power to move backward and forward in time. In Max, every variable is an independent object, so you can make changes to geometry, modeling operations, materials, and other effects without retracing your steps. Modeling and animation are completely integrated operations. Virtually everything in Max can be animated, from geometric forms to modeling parameters to lighting effects. You can even animate the process of creation itself. Max gives you the freedom to experiment in real time and see the results at once. Explore, revise, change your mind. A world of possibilities awaits your command with 3D Studio Max. 3D Studio Max introduces a whole new way to work in 3D. The interface is designed for complete interactivity and instant response. Max provides many ways to create a wide variety of objects, from geometric primitives to freeform shapes to lights and waveforms. To work visually, use tools from the command panel. For greater precision, simply enter the exact numeric parameters. Either way, the results of your actions appear at once. The modifier stack gives you the unprecedented ability to make changes to any parameter at any time without affecting any of your previous actions. In other words, 3D modeling no longer needs to be a linear process. Max gives you the artistic freedom to explore new effects on the spot. For an even higher level of control, Max allows you to edit at the sub-object level. Each modifier includes gizmos, objects in their own right, which allow you to precisely define how the modifier affects its geometry. For example, reset the center, scale, or rotation. Begin animating at any time by clicking the Animate button. Now all of your actions are recorded as keyframes. Virtually everything can be animated in Max, including geometry, positioning, and modifiers. 3D Studio's integrated 3D modeling and animation makes it easy to create an infinite variety of effects. "3D Studio Max" gives you lots of ways to develop convincing scenes and captivating environments with lights and materials. Like everything else in Max, virtually all light and materials parameters can be animated. You can even create and project animated textural maps. Max's advanced lighting system helps you set the mood with smoky swirls. Use volumetric lighting to simulate sunbeams. The powerful Materials Editor supports smooth transitions between maps and lets you animate material properties. Create complex materials by adding multiple layered textures. Your materials can also become animated and change over time. If the underlying geometry changes, the material intelligently stretches to match. If you can dream it, you can create it with 3D Studio Max. Max's powerful Materials Editor helps you dynamically explore many different materials options. For example, use layering to create materials of any imaginable depth. The Materials browser's branched outlines and thumbnail views make it much easier to organize and understand complex materials. Once you find the right material, apply it directly to an object in your scene. As you make changes, the maps update instantly. Max's advanced mapping controls allow you to custom fit any type of material to any type of geometry. Choose from multiple mapping types and adjust mapping coordinates in real time until you achieve the exact positioning you want. For incredible effects, Max even lets you animate mapping coordinates and material properties. Just set parameters in multiple keyframes. Max automatically interpolates between the settings. This is the most flexible materials editor you'll find anywhere. "3D Studio Max's next-generation modeling tools make it much easier to develop realistic scenes with organic forms. You can create a lofted object out of multiple spline cross-sections in real time and make instant interactive changes. For realistic effects, animate lofty formations such as scale, teeter, and fit. Max provides a full range of tools so you can work the way you want. Extend your control with patch or polygonal modeling, or maintain a smooth surface as an object bends by increasing the number of segments over time. Powerful 3D Boolean operations help you create unique cuts, unions, and intersections in real time using any arbitrary surface. For a custom effect, animate at the sub-object level too, and make changes whenever you like. Max virtually hotwires your imagination to the screen. 3D Studio Max provides an extremely rich modeling environment that's packed with powerful tools and intuitive ease of use. Work precisely with a range of advanced modeling operations. Max provides everything you need to tightly control the appearance and behavior of your models. Modeling with Max is like sculpting in real time. As you interactively tweak your designs, Max provides instant feedback, so you can experiment until you're satisfied with the results. Max even supports real-time 3D Boolean operations. You can create an infinite number of Boolean cuts with compound objects. Because you work visually, it's much easier to know when you've found the right solution. In Max, virtually all modeling operations can be animated. 3D modeling and animation has never been so intuitive and fast, and you can always change your mind. Track View is a virtual viewport into time. This crucial tool provides a visual animation track for every animatable parameter. By interactively adjusting spline curves, you can sync action and sound, or assign one movement sequence to many different objects. Max makes it easy to choreograph an entire cast. Animation controllers help you fine-tune changes over time. You can eliminate choppy motion and develop a smooth, organic flow by controlling factors such as timing and acceleration. For controlled motion through space, assign an object to a spline-based path. Track View's high-level controls simplify the creation of complex motions. Whether you need to take care of nuances or control the big picture, Track View is the right tool. 3D Studio Max puts you in charge. Track View is an indispensable tool that visually presents all of the elements in your scene and lets you tightly control the way these elements change and interact over time. The Track View hierarchy helps you instantly access any object or sub-object in your scene. Any changes you make to keyframe parameters are instantly reflected in the viewports. The Function Curve feature allows you to intuitively adjust scene settings using adjustable splines. This view makes it easy to understand the flow between keyframes. Because TrackView provides high-level controls, you can quickly scale and relocate entire blocks of keyframes. Choreograph animation timing by precisely aligning keyframes, or sync specific animation keyframes with sound. With TrackView, you can even animate without keyframing. Expression controllers use mathematical formulas to dynamically link and control animation parameters. Powerful TrackView makes it easy to keep track of complex scenes. "3D Studio Max's complete inverse kinematic system makes it much easier to create realistic jointed movement. Max supports sliding, rotational, and path joints. You can use IK alone or in conjunction with manual keyframing. Control your animation at a high level by setting parameters such as limits and joint damping. After creating a linked hierarchy, you can set the properties of each joint with up to 6 degrees of freedom. Max uses precedence to influence the most appropriate solution. Max's inverse kinematic system is packed with power. For example, the follow object feature allows an independent object to affect the movement of an IK chain. IK joints can be made of splines. Max also supports closed-loop solutions and accommodates split hierarchies. Create animations that respond to your every command with 3D Studio Max. 3D Studio Max's fully integrated inverse kinematics tools help you create sophisticated animations that respond naturally to your commands. Use IK to control every aspect of jointed motion. For example, you can set joint precedence and use axis constraints to determine each joint's range of movement. For highly realistic joint behavior, adjust factors such as limits, damping, and ease. Enter interactive IK mode simply by pressing a button. This allows you to test movements in real time with any modal hierarchy. Max automatically calculates the IK solution using the parameters you have set. For more complex joint movement, you can use splines to create paths. Whether you're aiming for the realistic or the incredible, the powerful IK in Max helps bring your visions to life. "3D Studio Max gives you the power to create incredible special effects. Space warps and particle systems are built-in tools that help you develop artistic effects, like wind rippling through flags, water with waves, or blowing spray. You can also create explosions and simulate the effects of gravity and other forces. Space warps are non-rendered objects, such as ripples and explosions, that affect the behavior of other objects in a scene. The displacement ripple can cause an object to responsively deform. The particle system object generates particle sub-objects and controls their actions. By fine-tuning parameters, you can create exactly the effects you want. Max's open architecture also lets you extend your power by adding independent plugins or write your own. All plugins seamlessly integrate with Max. 3D Studio Max helps you explore your wildest 3D visions almost as quickly as they come to mind. Reach new levels of expressive design with 3D Studio Max's space warps, particle systems, and other plug-in effects. The particle system feature allows you to tightly control the density and behavior of particle sub-objects. The emitter is the source of all particles and their direction. Space warps are non-rendered objects that bind to other objects to affect their behavior. You can design new effects by binding a space warp to a particle system. This allows you to simulate forces such as gravity or wind. You can also bind space warps to one or more geometric objects to create effects like explosions or ripples. Because Max is so open and extensible, you'll be able to create even more special effects by adding plugins to your installation. The possibilities are endless. Character Studio helps you develop realistic, personality-filled animated characters faster and easier than ever before. Character Studio's physically based interpolation will save you lots of time. If you change the position of a character's spine in a keyframe, the rest of the body reacts the way it should, naturally. In Biped, you can create motion on the spot just by placing footsteps. Biped calculates the kinematics, so you're free to focus on the artistic nuances. You can even add variables like uneven terrain or simulate the effects of forces such as gravity. To help you work more efficiently, Biped provides advanced high-level controls. Motion splicing lets you reuse and recombine motions to create an entirely new sequence. Once you create a sequence you like, motion mapping lets you transpose it to any two-legged character. Even if the characters are completely different sizes and shapes, they will perform the motions smoothly. If you can imagine how you want a 3D character to move, Character Studio can help you bring your vision to life. Character Studio is a unique set of plug-in components for 3D Studio Max. Biped is a revolutionary footstep-driven 3D character animation system, and Physique, a unique skeletal deformation system. Instantly animate humans or creatures just by placing footsteps. The rest of the body responds naturally. Unlike motion capture software, Character Studio provides easy editing and high-level control. Motion mapping in Biped lets you transpose any motion to any two-legged character. This feature allows you to use the same set of motions for an entire cast of unique characters. Character Studio's Physique gives you animation control over any continuous mesh or non-jointed model and lets you create the organic effects of muscles and tendons sliding over bones. Exclusively for 3D Studio Max, Character Studio's Biped and Physique place realistic animated characters under your command.